pretty neat place to come and spend some time.
It is beautiful.
So Duke with service, and Cal off balance right away. They go to Lee, and she hits off the block and out of bounds. So just as you predicted, Nicole, here comes a heavy dose of Maggie Lee. Originally out of Beijing, China, 400th kill in her career, registered against North Carolina in the previous match. Duke off balance, they'll look outside. They're playing a mixed lineup here today with senior facilities, the senior excitement, and they pick up a block right away. Duke on the board.
Yeah, Duke did a nice job getting 2 blockers out there to shut down that outside hitter.
Riley Cadle in the lineup, and coach telling us that she is a difference maker for the Blue Devils. Nice layoff in the middle.
Love that Cal's getting the middles going when they pass well. Coach Jen Malcolm said that's what they want to do. Get that pass, get the middles going, because as we mentioned, Maggie Lee gets a lot of sets, so give her an opportunity for some one-on-one blocker situations.
Again off the net, here comes the Duke offense through the block and down on the left-hand side. Rachel Richardson picks up the kill there, the 5'9" senior outside hitter, originally out of Maryland. So 2-2 first set in this best of 5. Glad you're with us for this ACC showdown, as that ball was definitely long. Cal lets it fade.
Well, and that's something Duke's really been trying to get under control, those service errors, and keeping the ball in the court, giving themselves a chance with their block and defense.
Back to serve, Sophia Johnson. Cal with an opportunity here. Tough swing, dug inside. Well done by the Duke defense. Here the coach is imploring to take a swing, and indeed that does happen. Michaela Hayden with the kill, the Georgia native.
Well, Michaela Hayden is doing a really nice job this year behind the setter. This set we call a slide, just tooling the outside hand of the block. She feels 2 up there, and she knows where to put it.
Cal comes in with Hayden leading at .332 hitting percentage, hitting efficiency on the season. Again to the outside. This time it's defense from Lee. Can it stay alive? No, it is out of play. A couple of players involved in a dangerous effort there. Going all the way to the boards, but it smiles all around.
All right, phew. Hopefully you don't want to see any injuries on those plays, but I know these players will go for anything and just jump over it if they have to keep the ball alive. Good effort by Lee on defense.
Oh, Sophia Johnson getting the worst of it there underneath her, Natalie Lau. Off the block, Duke again with a nice defensive effort. Swing on the left-hand side. Cal back the other direction. Both teams making the little plays here in set 1. Another block for the Duke Blue Devils.
Blue Devils doing a nice job on the block. Natalie Lau there of Cal trying to get rid of it and attack it. Duke keeping it alive with some good coverage, good reversal across the court, but just not enough.
Both teams scrapping here to 4-4 set 1. Outside off the block again, another coverage. Roll shot eventually gets it done down in front of Lee. Both these teams coming off of losses in their previous match. Cal going down to North Carolina 3-1. Maggie Lee had 20 kills at .395 in that effort. For Duke, they faced a very challenging team in Stanford. They played 15 players. Williams led with 10 kills. And Gazi Elo followed up with 8 and hit .350. But did come out on the losing end of that. No surprise there, Nicole. Stanford, one of the top teams in the nation. And that has really been the story for the ACC this year. Whenever you talk about the conference, you can talk about top teams in the nation. I
mean, absolutely, especially even just top 5 alone. But that game against Stanford. Carrie Keefe, as we highlighted in the show, struggled a little bit there with only 4 kills. So Taylor Williams, number 9 on Duke, really stepped in, had 10 kills, and that's kind of like the balance they're looking for there to help Keefe on that offensive attack.
3 early blocks for the Blue Devils, a 5-0 scoring run. Doing a lot of work defensively at the net. Joust, won again by Duke.
And
That'll
nice
light some
serving.
fire under you on senior night.
That's right, some good, strong, aggressive serving from the line, taking advantage of those overpasses.
The run is 7. More defense from Duke. Outstretched right hand keeps the rally going until that moment right there. Cal finally finishes off that run.
A huge swing from Peyton Desjardins. She is doing a nice job on the outside for Cal as well. Save here with Duke, throwing the one arm, and a beautiful set to that outside pin. A little bit inside, good footwork to get there.
This time it's Cal slowing down the Duke offense a little bit at the net. Maggie Lee back to the front row, a little roll shot over the top, and that ball does find the hard court.
Yeah, Maggie Lee coming in strong again, steps inside to the ball to make sure her right shoulder is on it. Good eye work, good vision there to see that open spot.
Lee at 6'3", one of those bigger outside hitters. Good touch again from Cal. Will they go to Lee? No, they lay it off to the backslide. And Duke is on the scramble. This time it doesn't quite work out. Love the effort from the Blue Devil.
Right now with Hayden up there, number 7 in the white jersey. She loves to go on the slide behind the setter. Hopefully opening it up for Maggie Lee on the outside pin.
Another transition opportunity. To Lee, and she tips once again. And that was part of the focus when we talked to Jen Malcolm. It was about transition. They're digging balls, but somewhere it's getting lost between dig and point.
Yeah, they are. They're top in the conference with the digs, so they are getting the opportunities. It's just cleaning up, getting those sets, those connections going for the Bears, and putting it away in transition.
Well, they're generating opportunities here. There's that backslide once again. Lee up at the net, can't put it away. That one through the block, and the scramble is on here on a Sunday morning. Lee, full steam, good night.
Yeah, that's set inside, not all the way to the pin, and Lee's doing a nice job coming in, attacking the angle. We've seen the short over the block tips, really good variety from her so far this set.
Second in the ACC with 400 kills, almost 4 kills per set as that ball finds the court once again off the right arm of Taylor Williams. Lee has been outstanding this year, career high 28 against St. Mary's for head coach Jen Malcolm. Just a sophomore too. A lot more to look forward to with Lee.
Sorry, that Coach Malcolm said that she's already this good and she feels she has a whole nother level up to go and just keep improving her game.
Yeah, I talked a lot about her ball control, and it's on display there. Good pass and running the middle.
Michaela Hayden again on the slide. We've seen mostly angle. Love that one. Strong attack down the line. Waits for it, sees the open line, and just puts it away.
Hayden coming off 5 kills against UNC. Already getting close to that number here in set 1. Opening moments of this best-of-5 match. Another scooped opportunity. To the middle once again. They are making it a weapon. This time it's Sawyer Thompson with the kill.
Good scoop here for Cal. And look at that long arm reach. No little hitch in the elbow. Going straight over the block. Sawyer Thompson been out with an injury and working her way back in. Sprained her ankle against the Virginia Tech a few weeks ago.
Another dig by Cal. And Lee puts it away. That's kind of been the story this year, Nicole, has been coming back from an injury or succumb to injury for Cal. A very challenging season 1 for Jen Malcolm. Yeah,
it was some sicknesses, some injuries, and just getting the people. You can see there in this photo, the bench. Not a lot of choices there to choose from. So at one point, I think she mentioned she had just 3 subs that she would be able to pull from to get on the court. And, you know, first year as a coach, it's, like we said, just not the year they had thought they would have. And entering the ACC, this is a tough conference, as we'll talk about later in the show. See how many teams are ranked in the top 5 alone in the country.
They've traveled with 12 here for this East Coast swing. Another East Coast swing Cal is getting used to. Good pass once again from Lee, but this time it's another block from Taylor Williams. What a first set.
Well, Taylor Williams, she is coming off a hot game. Although they lost to Stanford, she had 10 kills, 2 errors on 20 attempts, hitting 400. And we know she's got the offense, but I love that footwork with that block.
Yeah, she's 3 for 7 with 2 blocks already. Backslide, that tip will end up well short from Thompson. Both teams have been able to actually make the middle a weapon here in the first, and a host of scramble plays. And off balance again, Cal. Duke again takes advantage via the service line.
And you know, sometimes for the passing, when you're struggling, just get it in the middle of the court. Natalie Lau can get that ball out to either pin, even to the middle on a little bit of a higher set, but just to cut back those errors of it going too tight.
Flat serve, pace to the outside, and power from Maggie Lee.
Or you can just get it to Maggie Lee on the outside. If you get the pass off the net, she can dish one up.
Yeah, if you're a player who's spent time with the Chinese women's national team, the U20 squad, that's probably a good sign that you should feed her.
Nice sharp angle on the attack.
This time it's Cal with some aggression from the service line, and it pays off. Well, nobody can really get the upper hand for very long here, Nicole. We're back to tied at 14.
Yeah, we're kind of each team goes on a little bit of a run each time they have the serve. Right now, Natalie Lau at the line, so that means setters in the back row. Cal with 3 attackers up at the moment.
No soft touch this time. Ball out of bounds. No touch called. And no challenge. Duke accepting that result. 15-14 Cal with the slight advantage. Ball a little bit tight, but still able to feed the middle. Well done, Ariana White. Carlsbad, California with the kill. There's a huge California connection for Duke.
There is. I asked Coach, do you have a connection to the Manhattan Beach area? We've got a lot of players from down here. And she said, you know, I know a lot of the clubs down there. I've had a lot of, you know, success recruiting. And I mean, Duke is a beautiful place and incredible school academically and offers so much. So why wouldn't you go across the country to go to Duke?
Yeah, completely different and rewarding experience. A magical place to go to school, as Jolene Nagel said. Ball topped over. Good chance for Duke. Coverage once again. Jam play picked up by the Bears. One side trying to get in rhythm here. Lee does it. It's dug anyway. Mylan Godshaw with the dig, and it's converted on the outside.
What a rally. Both teams showing so much grit on defense, throwing their bodies around, one arm out to keep it alive. And in the end, powerful, strong angle attack from Rachel Richardson. She is on fire, carrying it over from that match against Stanford on Friday.
Yeah, she was doing all the transition footwork work. That is not going to go down, though. You're going to have to hit that one. And that's how you do it. So Maggie Lee makes Duke pay for the mistake there on the overpass.
Well, you can see the power Maggie Lee has because she quickly got off the net, not quite as far as you normally would, and did a 1-2 punch on that one with some major heat.
Lee with 22 aces on the season. See if she can dial up one here. Tied at 16 in set 1. Kevin Barnett alongside Olympia Nicole Brana. Thanks for being with us. A little Sunday morning volleyball. Duke's been good on the block. They'll have to be good offensively right now. Was there a touch? No, that ball well wide of the court. Point, Golden Bears.
And I think for both these teams, when it gets closer to that 25 finish of the set, it's keeping the errors down. You know, making the right choice when you get that set. If you've got 2 up, keeping the ball in play and giving your defense a chance.
Cal again with the dig. Needing to find some offense without Lee in the front row. Here they find the defense at the net. That ball into the net right in front of Ava Merton.
In your own conference. And just, you know, I think mentally too, preparing for that every single night. You got to bring your A game.
Yeah, difficult for the younger sides as that ball is missed off the overpass. So both teams failing to convert chances generated. Jolene Nagel definitely getting experience for some of her younger players, but it is increasingly challenging to have a young side in this ACC. Bad pass by Cal once again. Bigger and better swing though, hitting their way out. The Cal Bears on the left-hand side there. That's number 55, Peyton Jardin. Thompson back to serve, originally out of Kansas, spending her time in California, and she misses into the top of the tape. Well, that was a chance for Cal to kind of take control of this set, perhaps at just the right moment.
Yeah, I think so. That's kind of those misses that coaches are talking about with serving. It's like you don't want them in the net, but also the timing, the point that you are in each set and when they come about.
Calling for Maggie to pass that ball. She does. Duke cannot keep it alive. Cal converts and maintains that advantage.
And that's, I think we've seen that on both sides of the net right now. Some miscommunication at times with those plays, Kevin, that maybe a misconnect on the set, or like that one, just getting it over the net.
So Cato will head off to the bench as Sophia Johnson steps back to serve. Second on the team in digs this year. The defensive support. Overpass. This time, no, it does not find the court. Looked like it would. Backslide off the block and down. First set heroics continue for Michaela Hayden.
Well, and with a good pass, Hayden's been really doing a nice job on the slide. Down the line, angle, that one tooling off the outside hand again. So Duke's got to make an adjustment on that hand, pressing it more into the court.
Where they're playing defense is generating chances here. Duke equal to it here. Another big swing. Did they get a touch? No. They have missed the court a number of times here, Duke, in point scoring chances. This time it's Richardson. Here so far, they have not given up. They have not won the battle. They are down 2 aces to none. Tip over the top is good. Duke with the side out of their own timeout. And guess who it is? Carrie Keith.
Yeah, didn't start from the top of the match, but as we know, Coach Nagel did say it's senior night. They wanted to get as many players out there, you know, as they could. So we might see a couple different faces than normal starting, but there she is, Keith, that we talked about at the top of the show, coming out with a kill right away.
Will they go to her again? Opportunity, yes, right to her. And block straight down.
Well, that's a tough one. That set was just leading right into the block. Take a look here. She's trying to go strong angle. But that set kind of drifting into Cal's block already.
Hayden and Johnson winning the celebration competition there on that play. Ball into the middle. Cal, another diving save. And that ball is long. Cal doing the work late in this set. They are to a set point at 24-19. Desjardins back to serve. Duke, perfect pass. Keith, not yet. Tip over the top. That one's going to go. Taylor Williams, another kill.
Nice strong approach from Williams, coming in with the arm back, looking like she's going to crank it. Takes it off right behind the block, and these tips are falling down for both teams. See when they'll make that adjustment. Release a little bit earlier or come up a little bit shorter on D.
Blue Devils lost the first set in 5 straight. They're trying not to lose it here, and they've scored again off their service. The overpass redirect is good.
And of course, Duke with Maggie Lee, number 3 of Cal, they're going to attack her. You know, they know Cal wants the side of the ball, so they're going to try to make her work extra hard with passing it as well.
See if they go down the line. They do. This time, perfect pass right to Lee. Deep corner shot is good, and that is the end of the first set. So the Cal,
you know, the challenges and 3-hour time zone changes.
Yeah, a lot of science being utilized to plan and get these teams and players at their optimal performance level. I would characterize our era as probably the folklore era, as that ball drops for Cal on their side. Jen Malcolm having to remain positive here in the face of some youth doing some learning in a very difficult conference. Back to serve for Duke. Taylor Williams had a nice first set. And with that deep serve. Roll shot, more defense for the Blue Devils, and more Keith. That might be the shot in the arm they need, number 11.
I think so. That angle block Cal had down, stopping her at the end of set 1. Love that rip down the line from Keith. Very talented player here for Duke, as we talked about, carrying a heavy load here offensively for their team.
Yeah, Keith has played in all 106 sets now on the season. Been a mainstay for the Blue Devils. Comes from a volleyball and basketball family. Her dad, Adam, playing in the NBA for a long time with the Utah Jazz. And mom, Kristen Klein at the time, starring for the USA Women's National Team. Lead to the back row. This is where Duke took advantage of Cal early in that first set, with Lee having to play defense and not so much offense. Another big swing from Keith and another point. (3-1) Duke. A first set that featured a ton of runs. Started with a big 7-0 run for Duke. They had another 4-0 run during that first set, but Cal responded with an 8-1, a 6-2, and a 3-0 to close it. Nicole, when you get these sets or matches that feature a ton of runs, what's going on the court typically to generate those point sprints?
Well, we saw some tough serving. Both teams not able to handle the serve and pass game very well. So not getting good passes, getting an overpass and easy over on one for these teams to put away. And I think that's what caused those runs in that first set, was just being able to handle the ball a little bit better on serve receive.
Duke ends their 4-1 run to open the second set with that service error.
You could hear in the background Ngazi, coach yelling, all right, let's get you one here. They want to get her going in the middle. She's been a good offensive weapon for them as well. And they do it.
A team listening to their coach. And getting a kill on the pin after that fine defensive effort from Cal.
Well, in that middle set, they set to Ngazi first, really opened up the pin because she was able, Lauren Ingram was able to go through the double block. They weren't quite sealing it because they had to wait in the middle a little bit longer, knowing that they can set the middle as well.
Another ace serve, that's the third for Duke. First of this set, they hit Lee with the ball. Keith to serve again. Same spot, trouble again for Cal. They hit their way out.
What a save by Lau on the set, just going up and keeping that on the side. Lucky she didn't end up in the net. Good balance work there.
Hayden's fourth kill. That ball trying to be thrown off the block, unsuccessful. Transition for Cal, a ripper down the line by Desjardins.
Doing a nice job on the pin when they have her up there, getting that set out, and wow, she's over the block on that one, attacking area 1 with some heat.
Love to see an unnatural volleyball number, 55, the double nickel. Lovely that's been opened up in the game. Good coverage here from Cal, bumps it to the outside. Desjardins again looking for hands. Did you see him get pulled there? Was that Hayden?
Yeah, it looks like she looked at the hands first, Desjardins going in, and just a little too much. I think she just missed him.
Yep, going over the top of Grace Penn there. Setter for Duke. Another tough serve and another ace for the Blue Devils. 8-4 is identical to set number 1.
And this is the trouble from the service line. Cal not being able to handle that serve pass game. And right now they just got to get the pass up. We know they can score even if it's out of system.
Backslide off that good pass, and there's the conversion. Dead on, Nicole.
Another slide to Hayden, which she's been handling well, and now you can see 3. Maggie Lee for Cal up in the front row. And we should mention, Kevin, that the setter for Cal, Natalie Lau, she stepped in about, right at the beginning of the non-conference schedule. Anna Leda Mader went down, who was the setter, senior setter, with an ankle injury and ended up having to have a surgery. So Lau has stepped in this role. Coach said, this is your team now, and just get out there and run the offense. And she's done a nice job, and not always to do, but she's embraced it. Proud of her. Coach said, I'm really proud of her, and she's been an incredible leader for our team this season.
Yeah, Malcolm said the team mantra for this year was adapt and adjust. That proved to be prophetic.
Yes.
With all the injuries that Cal has faced, all the adversity they have faced, they have had Maggie Lee the entire time. Good roll shot there for Lee. And some smiles on that side, having won the first set. Good to see teams that have been through the ringer here, the ACC schedule, still having a good time. It is supposed to be fun.
That's right.
Off the net, good reset swing by the Blue Devils. And tip over the top. Excellent use of pace on the outside.
And it seems those soft tips over the block keep going down, so go for it. You're coming in strong, setting up the defense to think you're going to come in and crank it. Catch them back on their heels.
Cal off balance again. Lee being asked to triage the ball. She does. Keefe outside the antenna. Tip into the net, goes down. Duke with another lead, 11-7.
And actually that one, even the tip, you could see Grace Penn of Duke, number 7, their setter, actually released early. Kind of read that one, so if it did go over, I think she would have made that dig.
Penn serving the Manhattan Beach native. Good pass, Lee rejected. Keefe up there in the front row. Set to the middle. Set home.
Good idea for the middle, but that one looked a little bit too low on that 3-set attack to the middle blocker.
Thompson, the sophomore middle blocker, picking up the block there, part of that youth movement for Cal. I'm Kevin Barnett alongside Olympian Nicole Brenna. Thanks for joining us here for Duke and Cal women's volleyball on a Sunday as that ball is jammed down. Cal took the first set on the strength of a 3-0 run to finish at 25-21. We're here in set 2.
And this is one way to get the ball down to the ground fast. Look at elevation, very high contact as well, shoving that one by the block.
Well, that's Goss there in the front row now. 15 players played in the match against Stanford the other night. We're on pace for the same thing for the Duke Blue Devils here in the second match of what is senior weekend. Outside, Lee, 10 feet. Keefe with the cover off the block. And on top of the head of Sawyer Thompson.
Goss getting the second push on that joust. And it lands on her head. Not enough to get it up to play it out.
13-8, Duke again the aggressor early in the set. Can they finish? We'll find out. Timeout, Cal. Parity has really accelerated inside the elite.
Oh, absolutely. And just, I mean, we talked about the match. Pitt, Louisville coming up this week as well on Wednesday. The top teams, when they're facing each other too, are sweeping each other. It's really interesting, and I'm glad I don't have to be on that committee to figure out who's going to be in those top rankings.
Yeah, and if you want to know just how big women's volleyball has become, just what an exciting time it is for the game. Terrific information yesterday about that Wisconsin-Nebraska matchup. The football game between Wisconsin and Nebraska. Yes. The highest ticket or the lowest ticket price available ticket was $16. The lowest price you can find for the women's volleyball match, $130.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Nearly a 10x value for the women's volleyball match there in the Devaney Center. That ball unable to be handled by Duke, and Cal is going to get to 9, but they still trail by 6. A 4-0 run ends there, and Maggie Lee goes to the back row. I would like to see him use Maggie Lee out of the back row more, Nicole. We don't see her on a big or a D.
I was going to say that. I know they've got 3 hitters up at the net, but you can still run a back row attack, and we haven't seen that yet. We have seen it from Peyton Desjardins, but not from Lee.
And funny enough, it looked like they were going to try and set her right there, except for the net violation. We may have seen the pick right away from Jen Malcolm's side. Finally, Gottschall back to serve. 31 service aces coming in. That is number 1 on the team. Can she continue to add to that number here? Looking for the back line, goes a little bit over the logo instead.
Well, like the Cal Bears, you can hear them and watching them follow the ball all the way to the line. As we know, both of these teams have gotten into a little passing trouble, so just really making sure that's going out.
Ellie Ham in, Merced, California native, 6'4" senior middle blocker for Cal at service. Keith with the blast, dug straight up. Ham steps in. Love to see a middle blocker with pause. There's Lee out of the back row, and it's long.
I think they could use Lee out of the back row a little bit more. That was more of a scramble out of system situation, but if they get a good pass, I think she would be just as deadly from the back row.
Maybe a little case study would be Harper Murray at Nebraska.
There we go, Kevin. Dialed up, back row attack, slice it to the sideline.
Nicole, your control of the universe is remarkable.
I think, forget the Eagles game later. We're going to Vegas.
All right, Cal with some work to do. Duke looking for the tie at 1-1. Tip over the top, beautifully done. Keith, tough swing. She'll take it anyway and convert.
Keith ready there on the back row. That's a D ball, hitting that one from the right back position. And again, she's another player. She stays on, plays back row, plays 6 rotations.
Backslide misconnection, but not a missed result. Another kill for Michaela Hayden. Hayden on a tear here. She's second in kills now with 6. And hitting .455. There's a winner for Duke.
That was a heater coming from Taylor Williams, and that angle straight down.
Mir are all members of the Leadership Council. That's been a huge resource for her coaching staff.
Yeah, she said they wanted to have leaders that could represent all the voices on the team. They've done an excellent job. And, you know, sometimes one of those players has like an off day, but they've got their support of each other to step in there, and been a nice way for the coaches to get feedback. And, you know, I think it's great. It's a nice Leadership Council thing that they've started here at Duke.
Yeah, brand new to the team, and certainly some of that adversity they have faced has paid off here as they've responded quite well in the second set. After going down 1-0, giving up a run to end it, they now lead 21-12. A dominant second set from the home side. .3-0 run already. Can they make it 4? No. Maggie Lee back to the front row shuts that down.
Lee just beating the block. Timing of the block looked a little bit off, and you cannot do that against her. They've got to try to slow her down, get some hands, some positive touches on her attacks to be able to transition.
Libero to libero with that service. Lee, another tough chance. That ball thrown back over, and despite the loosening of the double contact rules, we haven't gone this far.
No, you cannot double the ball and it can't cross the net, but you can if it stays on your side of the net. But if you want to set that one over, it's got to be clean. I know that was your favorite rule change this year, Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
More double calls.
Hey, fewer whistles. I'm in favor of fewer whistles always. That ball thrown but picked up by Cal. Again, the Golden Bears, a chance. Their number one attacker resets. She's forced to do that quite a bit. Now from 10 feet. Keith will chop it off the head of one of the Cal blockers.
Keith getting her 5th kill, and again, another D-ball to her in the back row. Utilizing her not only in the front, but in the back. Great shot off the high hands, flying past Cal's defense in the middle back.
That one looked like it bounced off the head, actually came off of a hand. And right back at you through the block and down goes Lee. So it's fun to watch when you have 2 pins facing off against one another. Top 2 pins actually right across the net.
That's right, as we thought this would be a battle of the pins on opposite sides, and back-to-back kills from both of them.
Keith v. Lee, here we go. Cal with a lot of work to do to get back in this second set. Continue to make some nice defensive plays. Tip over the top goes down. Duke scores. So many tips are winners here, Nicole.
They are. They're just, and the defense isn't quite making that adjustment on it. I think they're still back a little bit too much, but these are going down a lot from what we've seen starting in set number 1.
That tip also goes down.
It does. Lee came in, the little connection with Lau was off, but again, she doesn't make an error. She keeps it in the court. I mean, she really has kept her errors down with as many swings as attempts as she gets. It's impressive. Maggie Lee hitting .379 right now, 14 kills, 3 errors.
Lead to the back row once again for Cal. They have struggled with her in the back row. Keith is in the front row still. They'll give it to her twice. Covered again. Desjardins with the play. She'll get it back, this time on the left-hand side. Better swing, more defense from Duke. Keith tip, a charging pickup there by Bartolo. What a way to end. Unfortunately, a net violation will finish it in favor of Duke. What was an exciting rally.
And again, one of those longer rallies we saw from set 1 of nice defense from both sides and showing that grit. Both these teams, as we mentioned, not having the wins that they had hoped for, but really want to finish strong and get a couple wins before the season's over.
Set point, Blue Devils. Dig made, swinging for the set, coming off the ceiling apparatus. Got it. Duke dominates set 2. Off
to the same kind of start, and Williams, she led against Stanford with 10 kills, and tonight she's just rolling right into it, keeping that momentum going and doing a nice job for Duke. That second set, Duke really responded well and kind of came alive, it seemed, and played more steady.
Now, career high 16 against Clemson for Williams. She's maybe on pace to get to that number as well. And it'd be a good time to set that high as you try and push towards the end of the year. Lee with another kill immediately to begin our set number 3. So who will be the balance for Lee as she again sides out and then heads to the back row to start a set? Both the first 2 sets have started with Duke up 8-4. Cal trying to cut into it here with a 2-0 start. Nicole, we're talking about that national picture before we get too far away from it. Creighton is one of my more interesting teams. And it's a Big East team, but they have just a few losses on the season. Creighton coming in at 25-2. Their 2 losses are in 5 to Nebraska and Louisville. And they have not lost And how about this? They've lost just 4 sets since they lost to Louisville in the middle of September.
Wow, yes, they're definitely in the talks and contention, I would think, as well. And what I remember, their RPI is 4 at the moment. So if you're thinking about hosting rounds 1 and 2, and then regional, semi-regional, you know, that's a big, big home court advantage if they can hold on to that spot.
Indeed, Omaha might be rocking again with the Creighton Blue Jays and Kirsten Bernthal booth. That extended rally is finally won by the Duke Blue Devils. We've had a lot of extended rallies here and plenty of extra volleyball entertainment for the families that are on hand.
And both these teams, you know, like we said, the season's a little bit down for Duke from last season, but both coaches saying how these athletes come in each and every single day and want to get better, learn from the last game, and just keep improving their skills because they want to finish off the season strong, get some wins here. This is a big one for both of these teams. Whoever can get this victory for Cal, traveling again, you know, to the East Coast. It's not easy, all these long trips, but being able to come up with a win or come off this trip 1-1 would be good for the Bears.
And obviously people see the records of these teams in this season, and we talked to both coaches. What you come to find out with these programs is these are coaches and players who are just a tiny percentage away from it being a very different narrative through a season if you can come up with a couple of other wins in sets or in matches. The margins are ever shrinking. Big swing on the outside dug by the Blue Devils. Second ball, though, too close to the net, and the block picked up by Merton.
You can see right there, Cal, like, let's get this momentum, let's keep it rolling 1 point at a time. But those tight sets, we've seen a few of those. Those are tough to go up and try to swipe it and make a good decision.
All-state athlete, Sawyer back to serve. And that ball not anywhere near, keep coming up just short. Cal with the first advantage they've had big in a set. Ball scooped to the outside, tipped over. Duke is there. Keefe, big swing, looking for hands, and she got him.
And there we go. There's the pickup that we've been looking for on the short over the block. Beautiful dig. And a nice set out to Keefe for her to attack those high hands.
So Duke with a few runs in that second set. 4-0 and 3-0. It was Cal who could not put together a string of points. Here they're already up 5-2. He scored no more than 2 consecutive points, did Cal, in that second set. Perhaps a testament to Duke evening out.
Sorry about that, but that nice rally. They got the pickup, momentum, and then serve. I know it's early in the set, but you know, you want to keep that one in. Ride high on some of that momentum.
Cal, another chance. No, this time Doug. Lee with the dig. And Cal continues to show their defensive prowess.
Good attack there from Peyton Desjardins, going up high, attacking those high hands. And when you've got a double block in front of you, hitting hard every single time is not going to work. So you've got to find some ways to score.
Lee with the dig. Keith pushing down. Oh, 2 hands would have picked that one up.
I think she was on it. Love that long, soft shot to the corner. And I've seen some film in other games of Lee being able to get that dig. But you're right, Kevin. 2 hands, lay it out, lift it up. Could have got that one up, and she knows it.
That one seems to be a play where a player thought they were going to be further from the ball than they ended up being when they finally got there. She read the play better than she thought. Desjardins with a rip. She'll be back to serve. Cal smiles on their side as they reverse the momentum from set 2. Duke off the block and down floor. And Ingram, who did not start the match but has subbed in amicably, has 5 kills, hitting .333.
And Ingram, one of the best passers on the Duke team. Good defensive player as well. Been working her way back in, and here she is against Stanford. She got in for a little action. 2 kills, 4 digs.
What a delivery from Lau to the outside that time. Just a little flick of the wrist. Lau, junior setter out of San Francisco. As Nicole mentioned, pressed into service this year unexpectedly. Did an outstanding job. Lee keeps it alive. She'll be in the front row. Well, that's 4 contacts called.
So no touch on the block there. Can Duke go on a little run to get them back neck and neck here with the Bears?
All starts with the pass. That one's good enough. Jam through and down.
I mean, you could see on that angle there, the set kind of, I was going to say blowing onto the net like I'm used for beach, but no, there's no wind here indoor. So that set going on tight, and Maggie Lee, good decision, takes it, swipes it off, a little open spot off the outside hand.
Nicole Brannon, Olympian, with a little good side, bad side assessment for you there.
There we go.
Set over and down.
All right, Grace Penn, transfer from Boston College, getting a kill.
Penn crossing the 2,500 assist mark just recently, but here she goes and just does all the work herself.
That's right. And again, at Boston College, coach said she was running a 6-2. So now at Duke, a 5-1. Never coming off the court, but just running this offense really well for them this year. Competitive player. Came in and coach said, yeah, she had to get to know her teammates. She's a grad transfer, so took time to get to know everyone, and it's what you want to see from your setters as they lead it on the court.
When you say 5-1 and 6-2, what changes in terms of the player personnel and what changes in terms of responsibility for, say, Grace Penn coming into that 5-1?
So Grace Penn was used to a 6-2, which means 2 setters are running the offense. So the setters come in for the back row, play 3 rotations around. So you'll have 3 hitters at all times on the court. And so now here at Duke, a 5-1 means you've got 1 setter running it the whole time and 5 total hitters. So she'll play all the way around, doesn't come off, and just taking on that, that full responsibility herself, and did a nice job making that transition. She wasn't used to blocking. She was coming out for the front row, so having to work on her blocking this year, and coach said she has come in, watched extra video, get extra reps whenever she can. As we know, going to Duke is no simple task as a student athlete, so fitting that in along with the schoolwork, but it's been fun for Coach Nagel to see that defensive side of her game really improve this season.
Hitting a little bump in the offense here, Cal, with a 4-0 run. That is their first run of more than 2 points in an entire set. And here it's the big block of number 15, Sawyer Thompson, extending it. 13-6. Looking to Keefe, she's covered. The block again, getting in front of the Duke attackers.
And Cal, a little slow to start on the blocking game when we started this match here today, Kevin, but they're getting their feet there, pressing over, getting some more touches in this 3rd set.
Yeah, that's a good point, Nicole. It was 3 blocks in that first set for Duke, and they came early. It's taken Cal this long to catch up. They are now at 4. And we have our first challenge being issued. So first challenge of this match. Wait for the indication from our referees as to what exactly is being challenged on the play. That ball looked like it may be close to the antenna. Ball bouncing up off the block here. Ava Meriton here, ball bounces up, and does it touch the antenna on the way back across the net? Nicole, take a look at it here.
Doesn't look like it there. It does hit the top of the tape, but looks like it's far enough away from the candy cane there.
Getting in the holiday spirit. Exactly. So our referees, Bonnie O'Connor here. Michael O'Connor, Bonnie on the R2. She is in the replay booth. Gives both teams a chance to catch up. (14-6), kind of a critical moment here. Duke letting this third set get away.
Call is confirmed. Cal's point.
All right, so no net violation, no ball touching the antenna. It was called in favor of Cal, and that remains so. Jolene Nagel loses the challenge.
And perhaps even to call the challenge, maybe to stop the game a bit, get the momentum back on their side. Cal has responded well, as Duke did in set number 2 to win that one, and now Cal has come out strong. And a big part of it, too, is their blocking game has stepped up.
That roll shot is good, just over the Cal block. Duke with the side out, but still trailing 7. Cal looking for 15. Did they get it? Not yet. Duke's been excellent through the scramble here. Net violation will negate that possible dig, and Cal will head to 15. What are you seeing in the stats?
Well, that's exactly it. Some runs. Cal's balanced out their passing a little bit better this set, and also not only that, their blocking has really stepped up. Kind of non-existence in set number 1, and this set really coming in hot. They've got 4 already this set alone. Now that's been helping them as well. So I mean, both of these teams have responded. When one has lost the set, the other team comes in hot next, makes some adjustments, and now Cal is keeping this momentum.
Yeah, Cal's been looking for a little offensive punch, but Maggie Lee is in the back row where she is now. A little more balanced offense. That'll be another double contact as that ball's put over. You cannot double it on the way over. You can probably double it on your second contact, but that call is going to go against Ngozi Elo. For Duke, Taylor Williams has 9, Carrie Keefe has 9.
And it was a good pickup by Lauren Ingram of Duke. She's been getting that tip that's been falling down so far this match.
That ball smashed by the block here in the middle.
Been a little bit quiet from Elo there in the middle, but getting her first kill.
Tip over the top, picked up. A little bit overpass. Tight into the middle, picked up by Duke once again. Can they convert? Pretty much have to have it here. Every point important for the Blue Devils. Lee rolls it in. This time swings. Beautiful dig back row. Test of cardiovascular fitness continues. Lee down on the ground, and finally it's the middle. Ngozi Elo finishes it.
What another long rally from both sides. Some amazing defense here from Gottschall, Duke libero in the back. And again, look at that one-on-one, Ngozi Elo putting it away. Maggie Lee not able to get over there and put up a double block. And Elo been a little bit quiet in the middle so far this match, but now they're getting her going. Last 2 kills for her back-to-back. Here her last 2 matches against Stanford, 8 kills, and Notre Dame 12.
Yeah,
Tonight,
tore up Notre Dame
2
with that
so
522. You called Godshall's name out a couple of times playing the barrel on the left back. There's that overpass is terminated by Taylor Williams. We've seen Godshall make play after play. Described as rangy by her coach. There she is, 10 in white. Averaging almost 4.5 digs per set. At one point had 38 in a match, which is just a preposterous number.
Crazy.
That ball left way short. Godshall on point. But her team misses. And that was kind of the story in the first set. A lot of hitting errors cost Duke scoring opportunities. And now they trail again by 7. Sophia Johnson, the libero jersey for Cal. Good pick up here by Johnson. One team's going to find themselves in rhythm here eventually. To their best hitter, Cal does, and they win the point.
Maggie Lee really elevating on that one, coming in, attacking the line off the blocker's hands. I mean, she's already at 41 attempts. And look at that hitting percentage, 366. That is impressive. Getting so many attempts, keeping those errors down, very effective offensive weapon.
Lee with 4 kills in this set, her team with the lead. And they build around number 3. What will Jen Malcolm add for next year? Bad pass there, trying to hit her way out. She does so right into the coffin corner. That'll be kill number 19 for Maggie Lee.
She really does handle a lot. Look at that, not a great pass, but comes in, makes the adjustment, gets her feet to the ball, and Levin attacking that angle. We've seen sharp, deep, you name it.
Nice dig down the line once again. Duke cannot convert it. Can Cal? Yes, they can. This time in the middle.
And I know you mentioned what Cal will add to help out Maggie Lee, but they just signed 3 players, freshmen, to come in next year that Coach Malcolm talked to us about. Very excited about that, to have those athletes come in. And again, as we know, Kevin, freshmen coming in to adjust to college life, academics, and all takes a little bit of time.
It is a big ask. Come August.
Yep. But Malcolm trying to build the program. First year, as we mentioned, this year at Cal.
Malcolm has to be proud of her team here. They were down 21-12 in the second set of taking the first 25-21. They have completely reversed that. They are in control. 21-13 now here in set 3. Maggie Lee. And if you don't know anything about Chinese volleyball, if you're just a fan of college volleyball, and you don't know about the international scene, we talk about the junior program in China. Picture it like this. The way that Nebraska loves volleyball on a state level here in America is the way that on a country level, China loves women's volleyball. It is the sport. Jenny Longping, who coached the women's national team, was a national hero in 1984 called the Iron Hammer. Her wedding was a live event on television in China that drew millions of viewers. That is how big that sport is and how important it is to that country.
Unbelievable. And Maggie Lee having some experience with the under-20 Chinese national team in 2022. They were second place at the Asian Championship, and then also some experience on the Chinese national team, the second team. So having that international, experience, I mean, it's unbelievable.
And you had that experience too, Nicole, through college into the pro ranks on the indoor side. What does that change when you see that next level? What does that do for a player?
I mean, it motivates you. It is a good eye-opener to say, okay, this might be my dream or whatever their dreams are, and this is what I need to do to work to get there. And just to be in the gym with that high level of competition, it just, you want to rise up and you want to, you know, put in even more work. And I know Maggie Lee is one of those players that the coaches have always said. She is just an amazing person on and off the court, no matter what, but she is hungry, and she's hungry to get better at volleyball. And, you know, even in her academics, high academic athlete, and it's going to be fun to watch her career. Only a sophomore here at Cal, and be able to see what she can do.
Is there a moment for you when you did make that step up to the next level, to that international level, that stuck out? Either practice moment, travel, another player, something that happened that you were like, yes, this is definitely different?
I think, you know, I didn't join the national team or have any USA experience until after my senior year of college. So I think just even having that opportunity and being around all those athletes, I mean, everyone is the best at where they were in their school. So you're just there and trying to figure out, all right, what can I do to get some time on the court or to make my game better? And I think it was just the whole thing. I just was very fortunate to have the experience and to be able to learn and, you know, grow as an athlete and get better and have some opportunities to play pro as well, which we have some more in our own country now with the new pro league starting up.
Yeah, in spades, with the Pro Volleyball Federation entering its second season and Love Volleyball entering their first season. The options have never been greater for female volleyball athletes. The net violation there will give the point to Duke and Keith. Can't wait for the upcoming January to April, May time to carry the stars and the game and the sport forward with all the players that you've known in their collegiate careers. Huge angle, nice swing, boy. When things line up, you can see Cal really come to life.
That's right, when they've got the passing going, they really do have some major weapons to add here for their offensive game, and that was a sweet angle swing, straight down.
Thompson at the line, set in the offing, set point. Touch off the block, Keith saves another.
Well, and Keith has a high attack. She's really doing a nice job attacking Cal's block high. They're not able to even cover that one or play it what we would call a positive touch on the block. She's swinging high and getting points.
Keith checking in with 11. Second set point opportunity, tip over the top. Charging defense and put inside the block. Yes, indeed.
Well, again, Lauren Ingram coming in over on the outside pin to pick up that tip, creates this opportunity here. Look at the pickup. And Keith just responds with, I'm just gonna get rid of this one and score.
A little turn and burn from Keith. Third chance to close here for Cal. Collision in the back row between Lee and another player. Make sure everyone's okay as another set point is fought off, and the fourth one will be upcoming. 24-17, still lots of runway, but how much will these points matter going into the fourth?
That's what I was thinking right now. Duke, whatever happens here, if Cal can get one more, Duke's gaining some major momentum here.
All right, Nicole Brandis says they need one. They don't get it. They did fight off 3 set balls, but Duke in the end goes down 25-17. So ready to put it into play in set 4. Will this be the end? Shot over the top, 2 contacts and out of bounds. Cannot be handled by Johnson and the Bears. Williams back to serve, 11 kills for her, hitting .370. And that's a tough serve. Not able to get good wood on it in the middle there. Keith gets a little bit harder swing. Both teams trying to make the middle a weapon, because they know they have the pin sharp angle from number 11.
That is a sharp one. We saw a couple of those angle blocks early on when Keith stepped on the court, but she's made a good adjustment and just gone even sharper. And impressive kill.
Ball thrown outside, way off the net is Lee. Did she get the kill? Yes, she did. No pancakes on a Sunday for Duke on that play.
Look at that, Maggie Lee, 21 kills already so far in this match. 7th double-double this season. 3rd.
Yeah, and hitting.
She had the last 2 matches 20-plus kills, and now she's on to match number 3 in a row of 20-plus.
Hitting .409, but no service aces in this one. Despite her normal effectiveness, 22 aces on the season. Maybe that'll be one of the things she works on this year, leading into her junior season for Jen Malcolm. Desjardins stopped. We haven't called her name too much as this match has worn on. Good early. Do they go right back to her? No, it's to the opposite spot. Roll shot into the campfire. Lee dives in. The Flames. Looking for high hands. Yes or no? Did not get them.
High over the block, just a little bit too long in that area 1. Trying to slice it there, catch him off guard, but just goes long. Errors on both sides here, 16 for Duke and 12 for Cal. And there's an ace for the Bears.
There you go, Bears pick up their 2nd ace. That will certainly help. We're tied at 3. How do you follow an ace? You go right back into the same spot. Keefe through the block, picked up. Lee out of the back row, no. Pancake good this time for Duke. Desjardins blocked. Back again, that time the winner.
Another set outside and just right past the block. Attacking the seam. Adding some flair from the opposite pin of Maggie Lee.
I thought you didn't like to talk about your flair, Nicole. Here we go, right side, saved, and a good one. A little bit inside out for Cal that time. That's number 22, Ava Merton on the opposite, the lefty. Cal 5-3. Nearly an ace again. Can they convert this one quickly? No, they cannot. Duke with more D. Jardin, the off blocker, digs it. Here's the back row attack. More of a roll. Looking for a touch and missing again. So that high line shot just not there for Duke at the moment.
Yeah, just not going down right now. Getting the opportunities, but missing the high hands and just going long past that area 1. Back to back there for Duke, and Cal's serving pressure is going well.
Indeed it is, another ace. They had 1 ace through 3 sets, and already they have 2 here in the 4th.
Sometimes some parts of our games are a little bit slower, and it just catches on a little bit later. For Cal, it was the blocking last set, and now their service aces stepping up. And that's an area Coach Jen Malcolm said they've got some top servers, but they really have tried to focus on pace and, you know, dropping the ball in different areas. Strategy and placement.
A 6-0 run comes to an end at that point from Duke. Keefe to the back row. Tough service down the line. She issues an ace.
Has 27 on the season. Add that one to her stat, 28 aces. 2nd on the team.
14 kills, hitting .364 with 2 aces and 4 digs per Keefe. That one hit down the line with some smash. Merton responds.
Hey, it's a good spot, 3. It's a good spot. time again. One time again. All over 17, Izzy, all over.
Off the block and out of bounds. Duke has found their footing. 8-6. Keefe, what a performance. Did not start. Came in with 1 kill in the first set. Now 14 overall, leading the team. Backslide. That was a weapon early. There's a nice connection. Loud to Hayden.
We haven't seen that slide in a while, but she's had a lot of success when she's been going back on it, and here she is again. Wide open there, flies it past the block.
Set over doesn't go down. Free ball coming. Lee getting in front. Will she get the ball on the outside? No, it's back row. Instead, it's Lee with the cover and then the return. Clean chance here for the Bears. If you like long rallies, this is your match. Keefe down the line, Doug. Tip overpassed and saved. Penn trying to deliver a winner. Dig by Keefe down the line is out, and finally, everyone can take a breath.
Get the fingers on the pulse, see what the heart rate is. That was the longest rally we have seen. You can see everyone's kind of taking a breath. Wow. Good digs on both sides of the net from Duke and Cal.
A full minute rally results in 9-7. Another nice dig for Cal to their best attacker. Another nice dig for Duke. Both liberos doing work. Through the block and down. So you're getting both liberos making defensive efforts and then feeding the arms of their pin attackers. Keefe now with 15.
Go get the ball here, Tay. Go get the ball.
That ball mismangled and a net violation. Again, passing mattering as Duke creeps closer.
Yeah, that one just a little bit too tight for Lau to get it.
Here we go. Let's get another one. Yes.
Good location on the serve. Elo, both an excellent serve and some nice defense from number 17 results in Duke back within 1. They're still at the line, a little 3-0 run here. Looking for more. It's possible. That ball set entirely too fast to lead. Dug over, Lee leans back and puts it away.
That almost looked like that was gonna go back behind her head a little bit, but just got enough on it.
Maggie Lee finishes off her 23rd kill. And then adds a block. Go ahead. 23 kills, 13 digs, and now a block.
What a huge block. Good footwork. Hands pressed over. Excellent job from Lee there.
Set 3 saw our first technical timeout. No one's taking a huge advantage here as Cal gives up the side out to Duke, who remains in touch here, now 12-10.
Back row attack here from Keefe again, now going down the middle on the pipe.
Keefe, first of her family not to go to Stanford, cutting her own path at Duke. And enjoying it. Lee working off the hands of Keefe as they again face off.
What a smart shot from Lee. A little tight to the net, comes in, swipes it across her body and off the block. I remember as a player when you had this battle here between Keefe and Lee, like just knowing I was an outside on one side and then who was the other one I was going to be trying to go up against that night. Just having that back and forth battle was definitely fun.
The back and forth being won by Lee here. Now another block for number 3. She picks up that aspect of her game, and her side is up 14-10. A 15-10 technical timeout lead would be huge.
And I think for Cal, it's going to be, they've done a better job at getting these runs shorter, not as many of them, and just controlling the ball.
Duke going with that runaround offense. It is not paying off. Good defense here. Pick up by Penn. But it's hit wide. Cal establishing control.
They are with their block, and now that one, Williams maybe thinking a little bit too much on how to go around that block. And
15-10 coming out of the technical timeout. What have they done well in this technical to take this advantage?
Well, they've had some good blocking again and kept on that momentum. Maggie Lee, number 3 in white on the left pin there, has been shutting down the offense from Duke's opposite hitter there, Keefe.
Yeah, Maggie Lee has scored, in fact, 6 of the 15 points, to your point.
Yeah, she's, I mean, not only kills, but blocks and serving well as well for the Bears. No aces, but some good strategic serves.
So the run ends there after a few errors from the Duke side, too. They're looking for some stability. If you're setting on that side, Nicole, on the Duke side, where are you going to look primarily for some offense, particularly in transition and point scoring?
Well, Carrie Keefe has been on fire with 16 kills and hitting 324, but when they've gotten the ball as well to the middle to Ngozi Elo, she's been putting it away. She's not up there right now.
Keefe is.
We'll see where they go. Keefe is, and Williams is also doing a nice job. Taylor Williams, number 9. So they've got
9 and 11. This is 11, the lefty.
And a good one straight down the pipe there in between the block.
Cal feeds that one into the middle. Duke trying to take advantage. Cannot. They'll feed it back over. Lee is on the outside. She'll get it and put it away straight down.
And I think that she's had so much success already that when they get that, that was a perfect pass. Could have gone to the middle as well. But with Maggie Lee's numbers up so high and just know that she delivers almost every single time, I think they want to wrap this one up and give her the ball whenever they can. Now heading to the back row. Will she get some back row action?
That's a great question. This is a test of Cal's mettle here with their star in the back row. They go to the middle, can't find it. Keefe can. Keefe with another winner. That is 18 for Keefe in essentially 3.5 sets.
An incredible player here for Duke. Such an impact. Coach just loves having her on the team and has been leading this team. As a sophomore, she was tied for first on the team with kills and led the outside hitter position there with hitting over 300.
Overhead looking for Keefe once again. This time the roll is picked up perfectly. There's Lee out of the back row. Keefe with the defense this time. So the Stars matching up defensively as well as offensively. That one dunked over. And it'll be a winner. Quick reactions at the net.
That was one of those pinball rallies that you see the ball just flying everywhere and people are reacting to it quickly. That one, Keefe just kind of caught her off guard, not able to get a good hand on it and flying out.
Jardin with the redirect. Beautiful dig deep in the corner. Thompson. And that throw to the corner is good from Elo.
perfect spot there, no one in it, swipes it across her body and finds that pocket.
Duke hanging tight. Elo, 5 kills, 4 digs. Long distance set, finds the defense and the floor.
Good swing, high, touch off the block. Merton coming in, doing some damage on the opposite. And I remember covering Cal last year. She's actually a walk-on and then got to be a starter. So it's just cool to see how much hard work she's put in and making an impact here for the Bears.
Good, Ray.
That one goes beyond the defense.
Can Duke get their serve going? Because Kevin, we've seen throughout this match today that they've gone on some runs with some good serving and gotten Cal into passing trouble. We haven't seen that since set number 1, really, that kind of same pressure.
On the backslide is Cal, responding as Duke. It's Elo once again who's making some plays. Maybe time to lead and lean on some of your senior leadership. The redshirt junior there, upperclassman, with a couple of excellent plays.
Well, and both these teams are high up in digs in the ACC. Cal is 4, Duke is 6, so they definitely are getting those opportunities. And right now is when you got to transition them for points, or get a huge block like that for Duke to get that momentum shifted.
Yeah, just ended quickly. Why waste time?
Hey, fast across, fast across.
Lee, good pass. Jardin did not get enough of it. Duke will send it back. Free ball coming. A little bit of confusion. Jardin down the line. Did she get some hands? Yes.
Going for those hands, and it pays off. And back to the line she goes. Nice high elevation, just barely off Grace Penn's pinky there. You can see that wiggling in the slow-mo.
So Desjardins responded offensively when she was in the front row. She and Lee trade positions. Instead, it's a tip on the outside, going down for Duke. Cal's last win came against Virginia Tech. That was back on November 14th at home, Berkeley. They won both of the matches that they had on a Saturday, Thursday tilt, Clemson and Virginia Tech. For Duke, it has been running the gauntlet of top teams most recently. Maggie Lee with the kill. Cal creeps closer. 3 away.
Duke had that opportunity there. I think miscommunication on the defense.
Hey, takes one, you're going to run.
And right now, Maggie Lee in the front, so we know where the ball's going to go. If I'm Duke, maybe have a little lean towards her on that outside pin.
Keefe into the net. Unfortunate time for Nair and what has been an outstanding night for Terry Keefe. Her afternoon, 3:41 into that swing. Johnson to serve. Cal looking for 2. Looking for the victory and a enjoyable flight home. That ball is long.
Looks like Duke thinks maybe a touch on the block. Will they pull the challenge card out? Kind of, in my opinion, why not right now this late in the game? Try to see if you can get this call reversed.
Was
Original call is no touch. Duke is challenging. There was a touch.
Excellent. Love that information from Bonnie O'Connor, our official. Blue lights on.
Do you see any fingers moving?
Well, this is going to come down to a slow motion and zoom situation. What do you think? Should they bring in the green card, Nicole, the international green card, where a player could just admit a touch and we can move forward with the game?
I kind of like that. I mean, that's, I'm not going to lie, that would speed it up. I think there's been chatter about that.
The blocker knows.
Of course they do.
In most cases.
We always know. You know that, Kev. And then when we don't get the call our way, you go back out and you just want to hit the hardest attack you've ever done. and then look at the ref and just a smile.
You could lie. You could lie before. There's no lying now. You can't get away from it.
No, and the game is so fast that, you know, trying to pick up every single touch, or of course things happen, but the ball, the tempo flying out, it didn't look like on that shot we had in the slow-mo that any fingers were moving back or wiggling. That's what they're probably looking for. Well, not probably, it's what they are looking for.
Keep in mind, the officials have the ability to zoom in and slow down here. Our crew doing an outstanding job giving you a look at it at home. That is about as close as you can get. Oh, Nicole,
wow.
Right index.
Yeah, index and maybe the thumb. Does it hit that one?
Yeah, I think that one's coming back. That'll
There was
allow.
no touch. The call will stand. Duke loses their challenge.
Oh, no. Wrong again.
Well, they had to try to do it. I agree with that call, and just, I mean, for Duke to throw out the challenge card and try to get that one back.
Did Cal get away with one? Who knows? 24-18. Duke off balance with the match on the line. For the win. Tip staving off a match ball.
We've seen the tip being picked up, but to start this match off between both teams, that was going down, and Williams goes back to it with success. 15 kills for Williams as of now.
Lee, good pass. She'll get it back and put it away. Cal victorious in 4. So Cal survives a second set push from